She had one of the most beautiful voices in music history. Her velvet tone defined the 1970s with timeless hits like Close to You, Rainy Days and Mondays, and We've Only Just Begun. But behind the perfect harmonies and wholesome image, Karen Carpenter was silently starving herself to death. At just 32, she became the first celebrity victim of anorexia nervosa, a disorder so little understood that even those closest to her didn't know how to help. Karen Ann Carpenter was born on March 2, 1950. She and her brother Richard formed the Carpenters, becoming one of the biggest-selling American musical acts of all time. They sold over 100 million records, won 3 Grammys, and had 17 top 20 hits. Karen's voice was effortless, timeless, and beloved by millions. But offstage, she felt desperately unloved by her mother, who favored Richard. Karen struggled with low self-esteem. Her quest to be thin began innocently enough. She started dieting in high school after seeing photos where she believed she looked heavy. By September 1975, her weight had plummeted to just 91 pounds. She collapsed on stage during a show in Las Vegas, forcing the cancellation of tours. The next 7 years became a repeating cycle of dramatic weight loss, collapse, and hospitalization. Those around her thought time in a hospital would help, but the disease had already taken hold. Anorexia was so new that even her band members didn't know how to pronounce it until 1980. She had begun recovery with a supervised program and regained 30 pounds, but permanent damage had already been done. In August 1980, Karen married real estate developer Tom Burris. It was a disastrous union. She had met him just 2 months earlier, hoping marriage would make her problems disappear. Instead, he verbally abused her, calling her a bag of bones, and borrowing large sums of money. Karen desperately wanted children, but Burris had undergone a vasectomy without telling her and refused to reverse it. They separated in November 1981, and she filed for divorce in October 1982. On February 4, 1983, Karen collapsed in her parents' home in Downey, California. Her parents found her nude on the floor of a walk-in closet. She died shortly after at the hospital. The coroner ruled her death as amytine cardiotoxicity due to anorexia nervosa. Her heart had stopped because of chemical imbalances from starvation. She was 5'4" and weighed just 104 pounds. Karen was set to sign her divorce papers the day she died. She never got the chance. Richard Carpenter has spent decades honoring her legacy. On what would have been her 76th birthday, he wrote, "There will never be another Karen." Her death sparked worldwide awareness of eating disorders. Princess Diana later shared her own struggles. Doctors urged the FDA to ban Ipecac syrup, the vomit-inducing drug Karen had used. Her legacy lives on in every voice that dares to speak the truth about body image and mental health. She was a woman with the world at her feet but couldn't escape the battle within. Rest in peace, Karen Carpenter. 1950 to 1983.